Fox 59 News at 10 starts right now.
What started out as a burglary on the city's south side turns into a shooting with police, with the suspect landing himself in the hospital tonight. That story's first on Fox this evening. Hello, I'm Michael Moely.
I'm Tracie Wells. An unidentified man is listed in critical condition at Wishart Hospital tonight after being shot during a business burglary by Marion County Sheriff's deputies. Fox 59's Russ McQuaid shows us where the bullets landed after a wild running shootout.
Shattered glass and bloodstains mark a pre-dawn police action shooting on the south side. Investigators say a burglar alarm brought 3 Marion County Sheriff's deputies to the liquor store at 2633 East Stop 11 Road, where they found an Hispanic male armed with a .38 caliber revolver and a screwdriver inside.
The suspect did start to come out of the door, the broken window. He had a gun in hand, pointed at the officers, and then immediately retreated back into the business. The suspect decided to come on out the front door a second time with the weapon displayed. However, this time as he's coming out, shots were exchanged between him and the officers.
Shell casings littered the parking lot as the suspect, wounded in the abdomen and arm, took off running. The blood trail shows where the suspect fled. He lost a large quantity of blood when he jumped off a small wall behind the Low Bills grocery store here just about a block away. He kept staggering across this back parking lot up by that bush where he was captured by police.
He had a weapon with him which had 5 spent shell casings in it.
Across the street at the Southport Library, 2 bullet holes in windows from shots fired at police that missed their mark. Russ McQuaid, Fox 59 News at 10.
This morning's shooting will be reviewed by the Marion County prosecutor.
Checking other Fox News today, 2 teenagers are dead following an early morning accident in Clinton County. Sheriff's deputies say 19-year-old Joshua Neal and his passenger 18-year-old Justin Cruz were traveling along County Road 300 near 600 West when their vehicle left the roadway, traveled through a ditch, and ended up hitting a road sign, a utility pole, and tree. Authorities don't know what caused Neal's vehicle to leave the roadway.
Indianapolis police arrest a mother in a hospital emergency room for leaving the infant alone in the car. 27-year-old Tammy Geralds faces felony child neglect charges now after St. Francis Hospital employees found the 3-month-old alone and screaming inside the car with the windows wide open in the hospital parking lot around 11:30 this morning. Police found Geralds inside the ER an hour later undergoing treatment for a non-emergency. Infants suffer from heat stroke much more easily than adults, and police warn of other, possibly even bigger dangers.
What you're talking about is anything could happen, from choking to someone else taking the baby out of there. Anything could have happened, and that leaving children unattended anywhere like that is not going to work.
Geralds told police that she forgot about her baby in the back seat. The infant is now with Child Protective Services.
The fate of 2 Indianapolis clubs could be determined tomorrow. The owners of Club Mecca on the west side and Broad Ripple's All-Stars Bar hope to renew their alcohol permits. Club Mecca has been already fined for lewd activity that took place at the club in 2003 and led to the release of a pornographic DVD after a shooting involving All-Stars customers, which happened near the bar a few weeks ago. Councilman Jim Bradford says he'll ask that neither license be renewed. Still, Bradford says he is encouraged that All-Stars is in talks to sell to another owner.
That location has been a sore spot in my butt for the last 10 years when it was Eden and Jay Wise, and hopefully this next people will come in, we'll have a little bit tighter grip upon who's coming in there and making sure that they are working with the community. And
an attorney for the club says he hopes the Alcohol Commission doesn't base their decision on an isolated incident. The renewal hearing is scheduled for tomorrow morning.
An update now on my Fox 59 investigation into the quality and management of Indianapolis drinking water, Veolia, and the city. A lawsuit filed against the 3 is now going to be heard in federal court. Roger Edlin is suing Veolia Water and the city for firing him after he tried to speak up about what he says are serious dangers to the city's drinking water. Veolia fired Edlin back in January, they say, for sparking a citywide boil advisory and shutting down the White River treatment plant. Edlin and his attorney say that he was fired because he was a whistleblower, saying that numerous times Edlin had told Veolia management about serious maintenance concerns. And after the January 6th shutdown, Edlin says he told Veolia he would expose the company's cuts in quality, and 2 days later he was fired.
So the suit alleges that his comments on a matter of public concern, healthy drinking water, were a motivating factor in his termination.
So the suit is a First Amendment freedom of speech suit in federal court now, and the Indiana Utilities Regulatory Commission has begun its own investigation. They will have a second meeting with Veolia officials. That is on Tuesday. We will be there, and we will follow that. And we will also have more on my investigation later this week. We will confront the Veolia officials and the city with documents that the IURC is also looking at, and that's later this week on Fox 59 News at 10.
From the battlefront of Afghanistan, a Hoosier soldier who spent his childhood in northern Indiana has died in combat. 25-year-old Army Staff Sergeant Michael Wayne Schaefer was a member of a ready response team in Afghanistan. Schaefer grew up in Crown Point and Hobart. And from Iraq, a bodyguard for Iraqi Deputy Prime Minister Ahmad Chalabi was killed during an attack on their convoy today. However, the Prime Minister was not in the convoy at the time. This violence comes amid the approaching deadline for the Iraqi Constitution to be completed. There has been concern that insurgent attacks will derail the deadline.
Last night, we showed you pictures of eager families anticipating the arrival of hundreds of Indiana National Guard soldiers back home after a year of deployment in Afghanistan. And there they are, all lined up and waiting for that first hug. 250 Indiana National Guard soldiers returned to Stout Field around 10:30 last night, just about 45 minutes late. The soldiers of the 76th Infantry Brigade served a year training Afghani troops at Coalition Camp Phoenix. This is the 8th wave of Indiana National Guard soldiers to return this summer.
It's a little bit new experience every time. Faces change a little bit, you know, but it's still, it hits you in the heart a little bit to see the families come back, the soldiers come back and reunite with their loved ones.
It feels great to be home. Everybody should be proud of what we did over there.
The rest of the Indianapolis-based brigade will continue to return in waves through August. Another warm day today across central Indiana, although we're feeling a little bit warmer and more humid.
Yeah, and it looks like that trend might continue and even cause some problems with ozone tomorrow. Darren Miller's in the Weather Center with more on that. Hey, Darren.
Hey there, yeah, we're just about done with the month of July, where the average daytime high was 86 degrees. Now, the 1st of August is tomorrow. It will be hotter than that. We're expecting temperatures in the 90s. Unfortunately, though, we're going to see some bad air quality tomorrow. In fact, there's a no-zone action day for tomorrow, and that means unhealthy air. So here are some things we can do to reduce the ozone. You can carpool with a friend or a coworker tomorrow. Mow your lawn after 6 p.m. Because of all the ozone that'll be in the air. You can ride the bus instead of your car if you can do that, and wait till dark to fill up your tank. So tomorrow, the 1st day of August, will be in the 90s, no zone action day. What about the humidity? It's on the rise. We're going to see any rain. We'll take a look at that forecast a little bit later on. Back to Tracie and Michael for right now.
All right, thanks, Darren. A Muncie woman and her family of 5 will spend the very first night ever in their brand new home tonight.
We first told you about Betty Kurtz earlier this week. She's been living in an apartment with her 3 children and 2 grandchildren ever since she lost her mother and their home to fire. Well, today, a new beginning, thanks to a supportive community and Habitat for Humanity.
1,800 hours of work and 175 volunteers to build a 4-bedroom home from scratch in a week.
It's a joyous occasion for all of us.
No crime call to this Muncie neighborhood, rather a police escort for the home's recipient, Betty Kurtz. Her thoughts as the bus moves to reveal her 4-bedroom home?
I almost went down to my knees. I couldn't believe, I was like, oh, because see, I hadn't seen it. Last time I seen it was Wednesday, you know, so it was very overwhelming.
The home is more than a fresh start on life. It's also a somber reminder of her roots. 2 years ago, an electrical fire destroyed her childhood home on this same plot of land. The blaze killed her mother.
But because of all of the support of this community, the volunteers, we are able to bring Betty home today, give her a new family home to make some more memories in.
Thank all of you for being here. Thank you over and over again from the bottom of my heart. I am so happy. These tears that I shed, they're happy tears. They're not sad tears. I am so touched by this whole thing. I'm overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed and plenty proud.
Being able to actually say, when I look at this house, you know, I helped do this or I helped do that, and it makes it feel very sentimental because I know I helped with this house. My dream came true, so this is a dream, definitely a dream to come true.
Betty's daughter says they just rushed the beds into the home so they could all sleep there tonight. By the way, Betty was required to do 250 hours of work on other Habitat homes. Organizers say she did more than 300.
Coming up on Fox 59 News at 10.
A spacewalk reveals more material dangling from the underside of Space Shuttle Discovery, making it too risky now to return home. So how do the astronauts plan to come on back to Earth?
Plus, people spend millions on the herbal remedy Echinacea, saying it cures what ails you. Find out why some now say it's just a big waste of money.
And hazmat crews closed down a part of Interstate 70 today. Take a look at that accident. Why the backup was intentional. It's straight ahead on Fox 59 News at 10.
Fox 59 News at 10, brought to you by your local Jeep dealers.
Well, the Chrysler Group's done it again with their most award-winning and freshest lineup ever.
Chrysler Group vehicles are projected to retain their value better than Ford or GM.
Chrysler Group vehicles have significantly improved quality over the last 3 years.
You know, there's still something missing here. Announcing Employee Pricing Plus. Everyone in America can get the employee discount plus up to an extra $3,500 cash allowance. So remember, if you can find a better car, buy it. Now we're talking.
I've raised registered Black Angus cattle for over 25 years. Just because the store says it sells Angus doesn't mean it is Angus. The premium gold Angus you buy at Marsh is source verified. It's the only certified meat in the world with proven Black Angus heritage. No other steak tastes like it.
It's a culinary battle to the finish in the 2-hour season finale.
Only one of you can be the winner.
The Hell's Kitchen finale.
Monday at 8, Fox 59, Indianapolis.
Monday on Fox 59 Morning News at 6, eating out can be a budget buster. The scoop on spending less on takeout. And at 8, quick to make and healthy. Lunches and after-school snacks that kids will eat. Plus, Indianapolis' own Survivor. Rupert joins us Monday on Fox 59 Morning News from 6 to 9 a.m.
Now, Tracie Wells, Michael Moely, Darren Miller, Chris Hagan. This is Fox 59 News at 10.
Take a look at this violent crash. A semi smashed into a minivan, backing up traffic for miles along westbound I-70. Police say the minivan was pulling a trailer which came unhitched near the Keystone Rural exit. The trailer spun out and caused the accident with the semi, which was carrying, get this, 200 gallons of diesel fuel. Hazmat crews closed down westbound 70 for cleanup. The truck driver and one of the 2 people in the van were taken to the hospital with minor injuries.
Startling revelations from an autopsy. A 2-year-old Gary girl who was thrown from a highway bridge in a car accident last week actually survived the accident but drowned in the river below. The findings released yesterday support claims that Jatima Green was moving when she surfaced in the river Wednesday night after plunging the 40 feet from the bridge above into the Grand Calumet River. Green's body was found Friday, 2 days after being thrown from the vehicle that she was in, after it hit a concrete wall on an exit ramp from the eastbound Indiana toll road. Family members said Green and her mother were part of a group returning home to Gary from a Chicago birthday party.
British police say they've arrested 7 people today in connection with the failed London transit bombings. The arrests were made during raids on 2 properties in Brighton along England's southern coast. The arrests follow recent raids in London and Rome that netted a dozen other suspects, including the 4 men police believe tried to set off bombs in 3 subways, trains, and a bus on July 21st.
After spending nearly 2 months in Aruba, the mother of missing teenager Natalie Holloway returns home to Alabama without her daughter. And that story tops tonight's Fox 59 newsreel. Relatives say it was very difficult for Natalie's mother, Beth Holloway Twitty, to leave Aruba without knowing her daughter's fate. She plans to return soon to keep the investigation alive. And the search continues, digging at a landfill in Aruba. A potential witness claims he saw some men dump and cover a female body days after Natalie disappeared. Holloway went missing May 30th. A man trying to break into a church is shot by police in College Park, Georgia. Church security guards tried removing him, and police say when they arrived to arrest him, the suspect tried reaching for an officer's gun. He was then shot and killed. A potential disaster averted in space. NASA engineers discovered torn strips of hanging material on the Space Shuttle Discovery. The spacecraft could overheat. similar to the Space Shuttle Columbia upon returning to Earth. NASA is now examining all possible solutions and will decide tomorrow if the astronauts should try to fix the problem during a spacewalk. Engineers say astronauts may be able to cut or pull out the hanging material or even shove it back between the thermal tiles. And President Bush offers praise for service to country and community and words of encouragement after a week of trials at the National Boy Scouts Jamboree in Virginia. President Bush paid tribute to 4 leaders who died earlier this week in an electrical accident, saying the men would be remembered for their kindness and their leadership. Bush said the Boy Scouts have made America a strong and better nation. Hundreds of scouts also became sick over the week due to intense heat. And that's your newsreel for Sunday, July 31st. Speaking of heat, we may be seeing more of it. Still to come on Fox 59 News at 10. Heat and humidity ready to go for the start of the week.
Darren has details on that, plus a no-zone action alert for tomorrow, coming up next.
Kia Fest 05. Here we go.
It's got 6 airbags! Yeah! No, 6!
And you get tons of cash back, miss.
Stations!
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's Kia Fest 05, the sweet deal-in tour. Get up to $4,500 cash back. The savings are classic. Visit your greater Indianapolis Kia retailers.
A lot of times when people say you do the math, there's no math involved. But when Arby's says it, they mean it. It's the Arby's Mix and Melt. You choose from the classic Arby's Melt or the Ham and Swiss Melt. Any combination of 5 for only $5.95. It'll have you saying, I'm thinking Arby's.
It was late, but there I was, out with my buddies and hungry. I thought classic beef and cheddar. Someone else was thinking mounds of curly fries. We were all thinking Jamocha shakes. It's a good thing Arby's thought to stay open late. Tonight, I'm thinking Arby's.
Teacher, and last year she let us dissect a frog. Cool. I get a rabbit in my
Let's go,
homeroom.
kids.
That's so cool. I get a
Chris.
marker, more recess, go on 5.
Ready for school? Good thing Walmart's got all the coolest clothes for back to school at their always low prices. So you can get your kids off to the right start.
Hey! Oh, come on!
Road trips are good family time.
2 words.
Kids.
And craziness.
You need the roomy Sienna with available all-wheel drive.
Bicycles, camping equipment.
Or the comfort of Highlander.
I love that 3rd row seat.
Come see the new Highlander, now available with hybrid Synergy Drive. When it comes to family trips, Toyota's all about comfort and room.
The trip is over, straight to the car wash.
Get 1.9 APR for 36 months or up to $1,250 customer cash on Sienna, or take $800 cash back on Highlander. Toyota, moving forward.
Last day of July, and it's heating back up.
Man, it seems like a hot July.
The weekend was nice, though, and the daytime high for the month of July was 86 degrees. We had 5 days where we hit 90 degrees in the month of July, but the month of August will start out with a string of 90s, so we'll probably get above that probably by the middle of the month. It's beautiful outside tonight. This is a live shot at Monument Circle, and it's still warm out there. You see the current temperature right now at 79 degrees. The dew point is about ready to really jump up, so get ready for the heat. And once again, the humidity right now, the dew point at 64. You can see the humidity at 60%, and the winds at this hour out of northeast at about 6 miles per hour. So 5 days where we hit 90 for the month of July. Didn't do it today, but we got close. The high up to 89 degrees. You can see the average, so we're about 4 degrees above the average. And this weekend, we didn't have any rain, and we're really not going to get any rain, we think, until Thursday and Friday. So the forecast looking good. This is going to be hot out there and very sticky. Here are the highs today, upper 80s for Kokomo, 86 for Lafayette, over towards Muncie. Even warmer down to South Bloomington, hit a high of 89 degrees. Now, if you're heading out the door right now, still pretty warm outside for us here in Indianapolis. Our current temperature at 79 degrees, 70 for both Muncie and Kokomo. Everybody kind of sitting in the upper 60s and the upper 70s. So tomorrow's outlook, more humid out there. The dew points will be in the mid to upper 60s. It'll be once again very hot and very sunny out there. Unfortunately, bad air quality. I mentioned at the top of the hour, we have a no-zone action day tomorrow, so that means a lot of ozone, but at least tomorrow will be dry. And here we go with the dew points. Remember the 60, that's the number where the comfort level where you can tolerate it. Tomorrow, mid-60s for the dew point, and on Tuesday, upper 60s. So it's going to get a lot more humid out there, and the heat is on the way. Here's this dome of high pressure kind of sitting back towards the west. That'll slowly work its way up towards the north and towards the east. So today a high of 89 degrees. Tomorrow we're going to be in the 90s for the next several days. So the heat back towards the west is heading our way. So if we're heading up to Chicago tomorrow, a high of 95 degrees. Still very hot in Cleveland, forecasting a high of 90. And the reason why, high pressure will continue to dominate our weather. The winds will be out of the south and the east. It'll be dry. We have a cold front that'll kind of swing through the northern part of the viewing area, but that's not going to affect our weather at all. So tonight down to 66 degrees, a bit more humid by tomorrow morning. Forecasting a hot start to August. Forecasting a high of 91 degrees. It'll be very sticky out there. Those dew points are going to be up there. 92 on Tuesday, 91 on Wednesday. On Thursday, a cold front will swing through late in the day, and that's why Friday we dip down a little bit, forecasting a high of 85 degrees. So the month of July just about over. 5 days where we hit 90. We start out the month of August very hot because it looks like the first 4 days we're going to hit 90 degrees. It'll be very hot out there tomorrow.
We can take 85 by Friday, though.
And it's that no zone action day that's going to be like, make sure if you have kids, make sure you don't keep them inside. Keep them inside if you can, or not outside very long. Okay?
All right. Thanks a lot, Darren.
All right, see ya.
Lots of people out there sing the praises of Echinacea as a way to help relieve colds.
But some doctors say it does not work. Pretty simple. The latest on these medical findings coming up.
NASCAR, baseball, the hoops, from the kickoff to the finish line. All your sports highlights. Chris Denary and Chris Hagan on Fox 59 Sports Sunday at 10:30.
Start a new journey. Chart a new course. Go a new way. Discover the new Infinities at the Infinity Limited Engagement Summer Event. See your Infinity dealer for attractive lease and finance rates. But don't wait too long, because like summer, Infinity's limited engagement won't last forever.
Okay, who's marking the Miracle Whip at $1,000 a jar?
Bad news for turkeys. Good news for you. With more flavor and half the fat of mayonnaise, Miracle Whip makes a better turkey sandwich.
You chose Goddard because you feel sure your baby's in good hands. Your toddler can safely explore, and your preschooler is set to shape a lifelong love of learning. Good choice. 1-800-GODDARD.
Hyundai's winning SUV sales event has been held over, and you can still save big on our award-winning SUVs, including the new Hyundai Tucson, winner of Strategic Vision's 2005 Total Quality Award with 6 standard airbags, or the V6 Hyundai Santa Fe, winner of Strategic Vision's Total Value Award, all backed by America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. Hurry and save at Hyundai's winning SUV sales event, now held over at Hyundai. Lease a smart-size Hyundai Santa Fe for just $199 a month at your local Hyundai dealer.
If you're one that's been using the herbal remedy Echinacea for head colds, we have some news that may burst your bubble. The latest research says it simply does not work.
That's right. A new study by the federal government found that Echinacea did not stop people from catching colds and did nothing to relieve the symptoms either. It's a big deal because people are buying $300 million worth of the stuff every year. Elizabeth Cohen reports.
It's amazing how much passion one little herb can induce.
I love Echinacea. Sometimes a great miracle drug.
I have faith in it, and I believe that it helped me.
I think it works. I've taken it a lot over the years.
I think they're being hoodwinked. I think they're being duped.
Many people swear by Echinacea to prevent and treat colds. So the new study published in one of the world's most prestigious medical journals saying it simply doesn't work has shocked those who love Echinacea.
I always had people coming back going, oh, this was great. Oh, I'm getting more from my cousin. I'm getting more from my mother.
Dr. Jerome Kassir at Tufts University was not surprised by the study results.
I think the idea that we're spending $7 billion a year on these worthless supplements is a phenomenal waste of money.
Even with the new study, that view is not universal.
Some of my patients have actually not gotten sick because they went on it early enough. And some of them, swear by it. They start to get sick, they take the Echinacea, and as soon as they start it, they're feeling better.
Many who favor herbal remedies say the Echinacea study was done with doses so low it never would have worked, and say the doctors who did the study are giving herbal medicines a bad name.
Unfortunately, for people who maybe never tried an herb or a vitamin, they're going to have a closed opinion.
But a large part of the medical community wonders why people use a lot of these products in the first place. given that makers of dietary supplements don't have to prove their products work before they're put on the market.
The fact is that the manufacturers of the herbs have to prove nothing.
One teen is on cloud 9 today after getting a chance to meet his favorite American Idol stars. We'll tell you what he did to get Simon Cowell's attention.
Whoa. Wow. A wild crash towards the end of today's Firestone Indy 400. Chris Hagan will show you who was involved, who won the race, the aftermath of the crash. It's all coming up next on Fox 59 Sports Sunday. Look at that.
Time to pick a winner for the Marriage on the Midway contest from Fox 59 and the Indiana State Fair. Log on to fox59.com, click the contest link before August 5th to see the 10 finalists and vote for your favorite.
If you missed the big Chevy employee discount for everyone, you're in luck. We've extended the program through August 1st, giving you a second chance to take advantage of employee pricing on almost every 05 Chevy vehicle. You pay what we pay, not a cent more. Now, qualified lessees can lease an 05 Malibu sedan for $169 a month. Residency restrictions apply. Call for details. See your Central Indiana Chevy dealer today.
For the best selection of appliances and electronics anywhere, come to H.H. Gregg. Let us help you find the one that works best for you.
George, if I had to pick from all of our flat panel TVs, I wouldn't know where to start.
Start by talking with one of our salespeople, Joey.
Our salespeople are trained to help you choose the right model at the right price. They can have it delivered and installed too. H.H. Gregg, good people to help you make the right choice.
Talk about your reality TV. What's the pollen count in here, George?
American Idol's toughest judge gives a Michigan teen a huge vote of confidence. Simon Cowell and Idol winner Fantasia Barrino picked a song written by Detroit's Mark Diffenderfer for a weekend songwriting contest. Diffenderfer's lyrics, called Make a Difference, Make Your Meaning, beat out 12,000 entries. His song is about taking actions that will impact the world. His mom says he submitted the lyrics just in the nick of time.
Typical kid saying, yeah, we'll do it, maybe. The last day of submission, he got around and sat down and wrote his poetry or his song lyrics and submitted it on the last day, last hour.
His prize package includes an autographed pass and session with Simon and a pass to American Idol's finale. You know, speaking of doing things last minute, we've got a last-minute look at the weather, and it's going to be a warm one.
It is. It's going to be, we're going to expect a high of 91 degrees tomorrow, so everybody needs to take it easy, especially the children and the elderly, because tomorrow is a no-zone action day, forecasting a high of 91, even warmer on Tuesday. Wednesday still pretty toasty out there, 91, a high of 90 on Thursday, and then we have a cold front that will swing through Thursday into Friday, dip us down about 5 degrees. Forecasting a high of 85. So be careful out tomorrow. A lot of ozone in the atmosphere.
And in those, is that about average, would you say, for August, to be around that 90s?
You know, with the average high about 85, 86 degrees. So, you know, about 4 or 5 degrees above that.
Give or take.
Yeah, give or take.
Right. Thanks a lot, Darren.
Thanks, Darren. And that is it for this edition of Fox 59 News at 10. Thanks for joining us.
Making sure your kids get healthy lunches and snacks when they go off to school tomorrow morning on Fox 59 Morning News.
School starts in about 2 weeks.
Wow.
Stay tuned now, though. Sports Sunday is up next. Have a good one.
Good night.